Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit to our gentlemen and introduce you to Gameday Men's Health. I'm here with Evan Miller.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you got to give me the history. Give me a little background. What is Gameday Men's Health?
Yeah, so very simply, Gameday Men's Health is the man cave for men's health. So we all know that guys, we hate going to the doctor, right? We're the most likely to miss every doctor appointment, most likely to end up in the ER. What Gameday does is we make it easy and simple for guys to come in, get their testosterone levels tested. That's the key here. As we get older, our testosterone levels dip, energy level, mood, sleep, all these things start to decline. At Gameday, it's come on in, we're going to test your levels. 15 minutes later, you're going to know your results. Meanwhile, you're watching ESPN, hanging out, watching the Atlanta Hawk game or something. And then we get you on your way with some simple treatment programs so that you don't have to age, in a way that is uncomfortable. We want guys feeling good again.
Now, I got to say, some of the, side effects of low testosterone, men feel like often, oh, maybe that's just age, or they feel like, oh, it's because I was so active when I was young and, it's not a big deal. How do they know when perhaps there is an issue and perhaps they really should, get those levels tested?
Yeah, it's a really, really good question. And it's very simple. There comes a time kind of in every man's life where he wakes up, he looks in the mirror and he goes, I just don't feel like myself, right? And sometimes it's in your 20s, as low, young as 20s, sometimes 30s, most, by 40 you're feeling it. Our lifestyles, right? We're much more sedentary now. Diet's not as great as it used to be. So there's a lot of contributing factors, but it's really just father time. Eventually these things catch up to us. So, 1 in 4 men are going to struggle with this issue. Over half of men are going to struggle with some sort of, erectile dysfunction issue. This is common stuff. We make it very normalized at Gameday, but these symptoms happen. And here's the thing, the message I like to say is there's no shame in your game. Like, come on in. It's easy fixes to help you feel better.
Now, I have to say, you hit the nail on the head in terms of what I was thinking. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, just getting a little older, no big deal. But for many men, it's a difficult conversation to have. How do you, get your husband, get your brother, get your dad to go ahead and say, well, no, this is kind of important. We want you to have this conversation. If not with me, with someone. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, it's a thing where every guy's going to say, gosh, I don't have the energy, or I'm not sleeping great, right? Those are kind of easier to admit than, wow, I'm not feeling like a man, in a lot of ways. And it's usually, you hit it on the head. It's usually the wives or the partners or girlfriends that go, hey, like something's not right. Maybe you're depressed. These symptoms often look like depression and low energy, poor mood, all these things. Oftentimes it's the wives saying, hey, dude, nudging them, you need to go talk to the doctor. Enough's enough. And what we're saying at Gameday is, sure, maybe it is depression, but maybe it's just as simple as lower hormone levels. And if that's the case, man, the treatments are super simple to get your levels back where they should be. And I just want to clarify, we're not getting guys back to Arnold Schwarzenegger. This isn't about pumping iron. This is just about feeling your best again. And that's what Gameday does.
I love that. Thank you for the clarification. Because I think that, sometimes, again, when we broach the topic, again, first of all, sometimes that's a difficult topic to broach. And 2, what's next? If I am having some low testosterone issues, what's next? Like, is that just life? Is there anything that I can do? Am I stuck in this realm forever? And you're saying no.
No, not at all. Look, guys out there, listen, in Atlanta, we have multiple Gameday offices throughout your city. It's super simple. We have a 3-step process. For guys, don't give me 20 steps and make me run around town. Gameday, it's 3 steps. Step 1, come on in. You're going to get a free consultation with one of our licensed clinicians, and you're going to get free labs. 15 minutes later, you're going to know your testosterone levels. You're going to be hanging out in our lobby, eating fruit snacks, just chilling. Step 2 is a review of your medical history with our clinician. And then step 3 is starting treatment. So we make it super convenient. We say, hey, give us 45 minutes of your time, and we'll get you on with your day. And we'll start you on a treatment program if you qualify. And usually it might be, an injection once a week. We have all forms of TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. We have pellet therapy, injections. Sometimes there's oral solutions like pills. It's all very straightforward stuff. And we're here to just help you feel better. We feel like when guys are healthy and feeling their best and that their testosterone levels are where they should be, they're not only healthier and happier themselves, but they're better dads, they're better husbands, they're better workers, they're just better in their community overall.
They're better overall. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Is there a website where they can learn more, perhaps see if their insurance might cover it, or if there might be some assistance, where they can learn more about what their next steps might be?
Yeah, so GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Check us out. We're everywhere. We're nationwide. We have 110 locations. We'll have over 200 locations everywhere. We're changing the game for men throughout the United States. Come check us out. You can just book online. Everything is super discreet. You can text message to book that appointment. It's like a membership, like a gym membership. When you start at Gameday, very affordable pricing, and we just get you feeling your best. So there's really no reason to just pop by. You can even walk in, same day appointments.
Excellent. Well, we're so glad that you're here in the Atlanta area. It was a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. Thanks so much for having me. Look forward to being back.
Absolutely. All right. That sounded like a promise to come back to me. So you guys look out for us chatting about Gameday next, on a different episode as well. It's so important that we get our gentlemen to take the first step. And sometimes that's just a consultation. Sometimes that's just going somewhere to see where those levels are. So take the opportunity to go to the website and learn more. And stay tuned for more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.